Guys, before we get going, you guys know what it is. We got to give a huge shout out to our Patreon subscribers. Thank you to Tony, Starla, Luke, Jacob, Jeff, Adam, Chuck, and Justin. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. It means the world to Luke and I that you guys support this silly little show that we do. And listen, if you want to support this silly little show and get ad-free episodes, head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/AITDpod, and sign up today. Also, the Discord fam. Yo, Discord's hopping. Lots of new people coming in here left and right. We got conversations flowing. Like we said, any type of work-related questions, you can ask right there. Judgment-free zone there. When it comes to that stuff, maybe, except for some people might throw a couple GIFs at you, but that's half the fun, right? And so come join the Discord fam. Like I said, we're a good time. Also, Saturday, December 20th, guys, we got the Christmas Live episode. Christmas Live is going to be happening on our YouTube channel and YouTube only. So head over to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, get notified for when we post any type of live videos and for that live event as well. So head over to YouTube and you could sign up there.
Fourth
for that
annual?
Fourth Christmas Live. Fourth annual Christmas Live, yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought it was the fourth. God.
Fourth annual Christmas Live. Nice. Man, that's crazy. I mean, we skipped a year because we were on a hiatus, but, what are you going to do? But we're so happy to be back anyways, regardless. Guys, episode...
Four out of 5 ain't bad.
4 out of 5 ain't bad. You're right, man. Episode 174 is about to get underway. Just going to be talking about a couple things here and there. It's going to be just kind of a shorter episode, a lighter episode this time around. So, without further ado, I'm ready. Luke's ready. Hope you guys are ready. Episode 174. Here we go. We got to this one address. I said, this one goes around back. He went around back, drove off, left them right at the stop.
That was after getting hit by a car.
You've gotten hit by a car?
I ended up drinking 24 Bud Lights in about 48 minutes. Drunken nomad stumbles out in the road and he hit me going 30 miles an hour.
What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of All in the Delivery. This is episode 174. 174. Man, 25 more to go, and we are right there at 200. Insane. So insane. Boy, we got some fun things to talk about, guys, but let's first go around the table, shall we? To the other side of my screen here, to my left, my co-host, your co-host, down in Westburg, Virginia. Come here, let me see you.
Fuck.
Luke, how are you, buddy?
Well, I told you right before we came on that I had a surprise for you, and because we're in a busy month in November, and we knocked out 2 December episodes last night, and it was, I don't know what time we ended up getting done. It was 11:30-ish, something like that, our time.
Yeah.
So
say that.
I have a new cat, as I've talked about here recently, and his litter box is one of the when we had got him, he was so fucking tiny. We had one of these litter boxes that you would have to, like, they could jump in, because our previous cat we had, our dog would eat his shit out of the litter box. He would do.
A lot of dogs do.
They do, yeah. But the thing with this fucking dog is that he is a Shih Tzu and his face is flat and it's wet, and when he eats that fucking shit, the cat litter is just caked on his fucking face. And we had this litter box, so we had gotten another one, just an open one for the moment. And this is what I was telling you would laugh about, because I know this being a cat person living with I don't know if Christy ever listens to any of these episodes, but Cats, if you do, shout out one of my dear friends, former roommate. And I remember she said like if you switch litter boxes sometimes that'll fuck with the cat. So we switched the litter box today and we've been watching it like hawks. I don't know if he hasn't pissed in the house, but he's not really pissing in the thing. So I think all the times I've laughed about your cat, I think fucking it's probably karma coming to bite me in the ass because but this is why we have this litter box up. This is what happened last night. So everybody's asleep. I'm in an older house, hardwood floors. My the bedrooms are all they're right there. So I can't make a lot of noise. I mean, Willow's not really a light sleeper, but I'm not going to be coming in there fucking rumbling and stumbling 260 pounds heavy feet in the fucking at almost midnight. You know what I mean? It's like probably quarter till when I'm walking upstairs. So we have the TV's on. I walk in. I see Gus, and he is looking dead at me, sitting at the end of the couch, and I can see the fucking goatee litter on his face. And he's looking at me with these eyes, these dead fucking eyes, like knowing full well how mad I'm going to be. And I look at this litter box because where we have this litter box kind of, we gotta, like, we were trying to figure out where to put it, and we were gonna put it in our basement, but he can't really get to it, so we have it in our spare room, like by the hallway, kind of off to the side. And that motherfucker had I mean, it's like he took that fucking litter and just I mean, it was fucking a foot and a half outside of that litter box scattered. And dude, you want to talk about fucking mad. I was tired. I was ready to go to fucking sleep. and I see this fucking just hurricane of fucking litter everywhere. And dude, I could have strangled him. I could have fucking strangled him. And I thought, dude, I could just say I woke up and he just was gone. I was so mad. So yeah, that's the side. I mean,
God.
it's been a good weekend, but that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, dude, when I walked upstairs and we knocked out 2 episodes, we took a while because my internet was suspect last night. And yeah, dude, it was just one of them times where I was ready to crash and that happened. So I don't know. We have his old litter box downstairs and the thing, I mean, hopefully he just uses it because that fucking dog, it was the last straw last night, dude. It's fucking disgusting. He'll just sit there and I don't understand. But you're right. Dogs, for some reason, do that shit. But
They really love those kitty treats.
I guess, man. I guess. But yeah, it's, we other than that, it's I mean, the work week wasn't bad. I mean, we had obviously, did that midweek episode talking about everything that happened in Louisville, and that also, not that this matters, because of, obviously it was way bigger than work delays, but because that we get so much stuff from that area, because we're a neighboring state, so we get it. I don't know how, like, I don't know exact stuff, but we were, it was a work wise was pretty light of a week, and I'm just gearing up for peak season. So I hadn't had a week where I've worked under. I mean, I've been hovering around 50-ish hours. I don't max out, but man, I had probably had lower lower 40s this week, so I was happy for that as well. But yeah, the week was good. You know, other than I thought you'd appreciate the possible cat piss and shit I may be dealing with. I know
I
you
don't
don't
wish it
wish that
upon
on
anybody.
anybody, but it's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
it's just I'll just tell you, dude, we're gonna be he's gonna trip and fall and fall
God.
be gone. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It started the vacation, but you know, I guess it's funny because I'm thinking with the pre-recorded episodes, like we had talked about it, and I know this won't come out yet when we first bring it up, but I know being on vacation right now as this comes out, the new route coming in on the time change and everything, how was almost a full week. What'd you have? 1 day or 2 days?
2 days.
Then took 2 days.
2 days out there, yeah. Yeah, dude, and it was like, I mean, like, I know I've said this to some people already too, but it was like, they I got a phone call from my center manager on that Wednesday night when I was out delivering, and basically just told me, hey, tonight's gonna be your last night out there. You're gonna start the new route tomorrow, and I was stoked. Like I've been waiting for this. You guys heard me talk about it on here already, and finally started it this past week, and like, yeah, dude, it was like, because it's the same town where I had my very first full-time route where I was on for 6 years, right? And it just, like, not to be like super cheesy, but like it just felt right being back out there, you know? And I mean, to also say as well that, the driver that retired from that route was out there for about 23 years, I think it was. And so, I only have 19 to go. So, so could that be my last and final route? Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, the last 2 days have been great out there, and even with the time change, it was all coming back to me because I used to cover that route all the time when I was a cover driver. So I'm super excited for that for sure. One thing, quick little side story, because this happened Friday, and my second day out there, I'm walking back to the truck down this driveway, and I started hearing some like rustling, and I thought it was like something in like the leaves or something in the woods. And I thought at first, my original thought was like a dog is coming at me right now, like behind me. And I turn around quick. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, about 6 feet from like behind me, when like 6 feet from where I just got done walking by, this tree branch falls out of this tree, and literally 6 feet from me. And so it was the branch cracking is what I heard. And then I turned around real quick, and sure as shit, this tree branch just falls out of the tree right on the driveway. And it wasn't large enough to kill me. It would have been large enough to definitely hurt. And I mean, maybe it made me a little, may have knocked me out, possibly too. Not sure, but
Could have concussed you.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the first time I've ever had something like that happen, where like something, a tree or a branch or anything, it was that close to me on the job. So that was second day out there, and we're still having fun.
Yeah, maybe the area, the Mother Nature was just welcoming you back,
right.
just letting you know
Something.
it was all right.
Something.
Like if we didn't like it, we'd have cracked you in the head,
Right.
just letting you know we're here. So,
Exactly. But I mean, this past weekend was good though, dude. With my birthday next week, my wife and I have started this thing with my boys where just for birthdays, this happened like, I think this is the second year that we're doing this. And we give my boys a limit of money to spend on, dad or mom for their birthday, and it'd be something that they think mom or dad will enjoy, And so we ended up going out today, and I don't see it. Whatever stores we go to, Danielle's talking to the kids, and she's trying to figure it out, like what they want to like get me, and I'm kind of just like walking around, still close by, but not like seeing anything. And then she'll tell me like, "Hey, like go away," and like go out to the car now, and we'll be out there shortly, kind of thing. And then she'll buy whatever it is that the boys want to get me, and so we did that today, and gonna repay the favor back to her for her birthday next year and all that. And so it's just a little something, we just started with the kids and let them pick something out for mom or dad for their birthdays and something that they think they would enjoy, you know?
Dude, it's cool when they, because there's something of, especially when you get to the age where you can really think about it. And I know Xander being a few years ahead, he can get creative with it because I feel like when my oldest nephew was like probably close to Xander's age, probably maybe like a year older. I want to say he could have been like 8, uh, maybe not. He was young, and it was like the first year, like he picked out a Christmas gift, or no, it was either a Christmas or a birthday gift. I don't know. As a kid, because my birthday was always close to Christmas, I got to this counts for Christmas and birthdays, and now as an adult, I appreciate that a lot more. As a kid, I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But no, he got me a Mario, a periodic table, like the elements, the table of elements, and it was Mario characters from, the game Mario. And I always cracked up because I played the shit out of Mario as a kid, and he had picked that out himself. And I always cracked, dude. I still have that shirt to this day. I'll probably wear it. I'll probably keep it. I'll keep it either till I put too much weight on, or it's just withered down to fucking dust from wearing it for so long. But yeah, yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
And yeah, I mean, like Luke said too, we've been busy. This month's a little busy for us and the podcast, and trying to pre-record episodes for the month of December, just because, we don't want to be out there in peak and having to come home and worry about really recording. So, which is always fun because I feel like every time we do the Christmas live, because we've pre-recorded every peak season we've been around, and it is really fun doing the Christmas live
Yeah.
because that is the first time in really going to be a few weeks that Luke and I get to like see each other again, like here, like on the screen. Where yeah, we talk to each other, but I really feel like it just amps it up more because we're like, hey man, how's it going? And it's
I mean,
like
shit, really,
yeah,
it's longer than a few weeks. It's more like closer to a month
yeah, you're
normally.
right.
It's not, because it goes. Normally, we stop recording like the first year when we did it. We did, yeah, it was like right around Thanksgiving because we did the episodes of you, me, and Bobby, and then I think from then we always tried to have guests on for the Christmas episodes, and I believe we have so far, and we have the two we recorded last night are
Yeah,
guest episodes as well. So yeah, we're halfway there
yep.
on pre-records and getting but yeah, it makes me realize, like, I always think of I'm like, man, Joe Rogan records like 2 or 3 episodes a day, I think, and they're like 3 hours long, and then I'm like, yeah, but he's making like $100 million with
Yeah,
Spotify.
he's doing all right.
It's like, I guess if you have the time a day, I thought, well, yeah, so if we were making $100 million from Spotify, I guess that would free up time for being on the road to record episodes. But nah, dude, it's fun. It's fun because in a way, I feel like it's been like the peak season for the podcast because it's always been the busiest month we've done because that's when we've recorded episodes for the next month too. Like it's always so it's like then that gets done and then it becomes peak for real with work. But yeah, it
Yeah, I mean,
does.
like if you think about it, this is the third episode we've recorded in 24 hours.
Yeah, dude. I know. In my
So it's grind time.
It is.
Like,
It is grind time, and dude,
it's amazing.
I'm dragging ass because I was sitting upstairs, and we had a pretty good day, but I worked out today, and it was the first time that dude, I've been slacking the last couple months. This was my first time in there in like 3 weeks, and man, I didn't do bad, but just being like I was kind of on the move all day because we went over to see my folks, and my sister, her daughters stopped over, and Willow was running around with them. But I just was I didn't really have to do a whole lot because she was playing her cousin. They're about 6 months apart, and they're two peas in a pod, but just still being on alert. I wasn't really relaxing because you know how it is when you're not like when you're not in your own house, even if it's a house you've been in plenty. When it's not your own house with your kid, you always got to be like, all right, man. Like when they shut a door somewhere, and you're like, all right, what the fuck are you doing in there? Get the, I mean, like
Yeah.
you got to keep the toes on. So yeah, it is. It feels. But no, it's good though, man. We this is the fun part of it. But yeah,
Yeah, it
it
is.
is definitely it it I feel like it separates, going for if you do when you want to do it like that, man, it's like you either buckle down or you don't do it, and you just try to but yeah, it's crazy to think we have done. When I wasn't really thinking about that till you said it, but yeah, three. Because as we record, I'm looking like we were literally starting episode 2 last night, right at this time. Like we were going back to back,
Yep.
and I'll tell you, I was fucking almost power napping an hour ago. But I'm ready to rock. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, just cracking down. Cracking down for the month of December here for the podcast is it's always fun. Like Luke said, it's always exciting. It's like our peak season for the podcast. But yeah, and then like I was saying, Christmas Live episode will be Saturday, December 20th, and totally looking forward to that one. I'm gonna create something like a little sign up sheet for people that want to come on, and make sure you'll be around for that one, for when we send the invites out and all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I will post that all over our socials.
I gotta tell you this because this just happened because you are on vacation, and this is where one of the peaks of enjoying vacation. I know this isn't like we're not in the same spot, but being off, I just got an alert on my phone of possible snow showers overnight, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not ready to deal with this yet. I mean, it won't accumulate to anything because it's been pretty warm here. I can't see it being a lot, but just seeing
Yeah.
that fucking pop up on my phone, good God.
I know it's supposed to get below freezing Monday night up here,
Same.
or Tuesday night. One of those is supposed to get, it's supposed to get below freezing. So yeah, but I mean, hey, my birthday's Wednesday. I'm off this week. My folks are in town. We're going hiking Wednesday morning, so going to dress warmly for that. But we're going to go up hiking Wednesday morning and then possibly hit the casino after that in the afternoon.
There you go.
So we'll see what happens. But be an absolute degenerate for my birthday.
Nah, man, that's the.
But yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
Is it sad? Is it satisfying though if you're off and just say it does snow when you're on vacation or you're not working, and it like hammers
Yeah.
down the snow? I wouldn't want that to happen for plans just the purposes of driving, but it feels so good when you're off. I know there was one because I always take March off, and I remember one year it was so bad, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome." And that's
Suckers.
terrible way to think.
No, but speaking of the snow, though, you told me this story this past week on the phone, and I was like, I don't think you've ever shared this. on the podcast. And I was like, look, like, you need to talk about this because it's actually kind of wild. I mean, because, we thought our service was going downhill, but let me tell you, FedEx's service down in West by God, Virginia, took a hit last year. And dude, why don't you
Oh
tell everybody the
boy.
story?
So for any of the FedEx drivers out there, this isn't personal. This was just something that happened, and man, it was kind of weird because the way it was set up, I swear, if it would have been like a if you would have seen if it would have been like you would have thought it would have been like a skit, like for a skit for some fucking comedy act or something. The way it was, not really. I wouldn't call it a comedy act because people weren't fucking laughing, but I mean, it was the same. So there was a day, like, dude, I've been doing this for a while now, and I've always tried to take up for, or like at least not, like if I'll hear a fucked up story and I'm like, I try not to shit on anybody too bad. Works for a different company because I feel like people, like, a lot of times I'm like, people may just say that because they may say the same shit to me, to the FedEx guy about, just to say it, just to make conversation for all I know. So I've always tried to, like, but dude, there was this day, and this was probably, call it like early December, like right after Thanksgiving, maybe right before December. I don't, it was, I feel like it was a little, Christmas was still a minute away. Christmas was still weeks away. It wasn't like creeping up. And this was, I have a lot of commercial stops on my route, and I think I had more that year or last year because of PVDs and shit. And so I'm at these businesses, and I have literally 5 people in a row just fucking pissed, bitching about and every one of them goes, "What the hell is wrong with FedEx?" And I'm like, "Oh man, what?" And the same thing, like, see, they're saying we've had stuff that says it's out for delivery, and then all of a sudden it winds up in another state, like, just fucking, like, and they say this has been going on for weeks. They're showing me shit like we've ordered this at the beginning of November, and it's past, this is a Christmas gift. And there was people like with like insulin and shit. And like, dude, it was like
Oh.
5 in a row, dude. It was literally bam, bam, bam. And I thought, dude, I've never in my entire span of doing this job ever heard anybody consistently bitch. But like, this wasn't even anything that happened at their work. They're all talking about personal deliveries. So I don't even remember how I found out, but they had like 28. It was like 28. Oh no, I think somebody, it was on Facebook. Somebody that I'm friends with that is not afraid to rant said something about it. And then that's where I asked somebody, and somebody had told me they had 28 trailers on the lot. And once they got to, I don't know if it's when they got to 30 or they'd get to so many and then they'd ship them out and just move them because they had no more space for them.
Oh my God.
So they had these trailers maxed out. So my father-in-law literally told me this when we brought this up. I actually said something to him about this because I remember him telling me this, and I had to clarify it. But he had told me that they were, I don't know if they didn't have people or they obviously didn't have people in what the fuck happened, but they literally told him, and they just said if he wanted to come up, he had ordered like this part or something for either a motorcycle, dirt bike, truck. I can't remember. It was some type of fucking part for something. And they had told him that they said if he wanted to come up there and search through the trailers, through the semis, dude. This is my 74-year-old father-in-law that who's in very good shape and would be able to look through some stuff. But what the fuck's he? Like you're gonna like they're telling people just to climb
Like,
into
just
semis and
thinking-
rummage through shit.
Right, like just thinking like how we see these things packed at our job. It's got to be somewhat similar for them to be that packed.
Yeah,
And they're like, yeah, they're just welcoming random customers into their trailers. Say, yes, good luck finding it. Here you go.
well, people made like it made
It's insane.
it was local news, and I think even like I believe even one of the national. I think it was even. I honestly
Regional.
think it was regional. I don't want to say national news, but it definitely
Yeah.
was regional news about how, because I guess it was more than just here, but just in the area. But dude, they've had contractors from that time and still to this day. That is what there's like there's a couple regular, like there's a freight guy that I'll see that I consistently see. There's another dude that's in my area that I always see, and he's in a FedEx truck. But then everybody else they're either in rentals and they're not from here, and it's still the out of state contract. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah, dude, it was literally, and I'll say this, dude, we got close. We got close to that point in January with the SurePost and stuff because we had for EC and so much stuff because it was shitty and was just getting backed up. And I don't think we didn't have to send any trailers back, but I think we were like we were getting close to max capacity, but we got them we still made it through, but
That's why we're the best.
yeah, we're still the best. Still the best.
We're still the best.
People
shit.
will, if you just put that clip right there on TikTok, that'll automatically just it's incredible what I feel like TikTok is just pours the gasoline on the fires for arguments and comment sections more than anything.
Like, can you imagine at UPS just customers coming, showing up, just rummaging through these trailers looking for their fucking packages?
Dude,
That's insane.
yeah. And just like, I mean, how would you even, like, if you have 28 trailers and you just say you have, there's like, I mean, dude, there's a lot of people pissed. So it's like you have 100 people show up. What are you going to do? I mean, you're like just saying like, all right, go loot this shit.
Right.
And unless I want to physically stop you or you have police there.
Right.
But why would you have police there? Just,
people are taking other people's packages and shit.
Like people will literally be like, yeah, just start stealing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. It's like you don't show, like you show something and be like, okay, it's this, and this. And then somebody says, no, that's not your name. And they say, no, I'm going to take it because they're pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you got to say you have 100 people searching through 28 trailers.
You think they're showing ID on the way out? Hell no.
No, man.
I think FedEx is just like, go ahead, guys, go rummage through the trailers. Go have fun. Please do. And meanwhile, they're walking out with 65-inch televisions.
It's the Wild West
record player.
We're the Wild West, Virginia.
Some people's
over here,
medications.
Like, running with insulin.
It's not even
scratch off lottery tickets.
Yeah, dude, lotto. God dang it,
dude.
That's insane.
I swear to God, dude. I hate to say this, but there are. I look. I looked the other day, and I literally there is at this spot where I go to deliver to these apartments. There are a total of 4 billboards, and we have these things called like hot spots here, where they're like little gambling places where they have machines in it. Normally, it's basically like a convenience store with gambling machines with slot machines in it, but not actually slot machines. And we have a bunch of those the things pop up here like whack-a-mole. And I look up at these billboards, and they're all lawyers, injury prevention or injury lawyers. One is Dino Colombo, and his slogan literally says "hurt by a truck," and I'm just like, God. this is fucking terrible. I was like, the only advertisements I see right now are fucking lawyers looking to sue people.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, good God. But that being said, I'd like to think we still have fine people around here that wouldn't steal shit, but I think you give that many people, that many trailers,
give
dude.
them freedom like that.
It's not like
Temptation kicks in.
it's not like you have like one or two trailers
Yeah.
right there where you're literally standing there and be like, okay, we can look through some stuff here. You've got 28 trailers. And if every one of them, I don't know, dude, that just, it's a wild concept to think about.
Yeah.
But it obviously, the wheel kept turning. They got caught up. They're still delivering. So no disrespect, FedEx, to the listeners out there, but where I'm at in that area, that was pretty fucked up, pretty wild. Because when you track shit and it says that it's there,
oh, yeah, that's annoying,
for a while or out for delivery, then it gets shipped off,
Yep.
and it's in Ohio or fucking Arkansas or wherever they go. And yeah, dude, it would be annoying.
Word. Anyways, you just never told me that story, and when you told me on the phone, I was like, we gotta talk about this. That's so good. But
well, you know why that got swept, kind of, because that was during that when we didn't record, because that was early December when that happened. And
maybe, yeah,
you had a helper, and that was before I was hearing you cheer.
Oh, did I?
Cheer your helper on not to fall. You know, I know we talked about that before. I hadn't talked to him as much because he had this helper, and he's like, I get on the phone with him, and I just, every stop I see here, he's like, don't fall. And I'm like, Jesus, like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy, dude? You got the fucking clumsiest fucking, you got Humpty Dumpty fucking falling off the wall here. Jesus. Like, dude, I was like, I couldn't. But yeah, anyways, I know we brought that up before. But yeah, that's why
crazy thing
got swept.
Crazy thing is, I see that dude's name back on the helper list for this year, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can deal with that again.
Oh.
This poor dude just fucking, he was like a walking hazard. Like, I was like, dude fell like once a day at least out there. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going on? You know, like tripping over his own feet and shit, dude. Like, I mean, listen, he was a great hustler, but maybe he was hustling too much and he couldn't keep up with his feet. I don't know, but this dude fell so many times. I'm just like, buddy, like, you're gonna hurt yourself, you know. Anyways, I don't have anything else, dude. I know we're gonna keep this one short, and you know, technically, you think about it, this is the 4th episode we've recorded this week.
Yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a long one, man. But we had got set up like life stuff. You know, getting prepared, getting a week off, and we got stuff. We still got shit done. It was still. I mean, I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back too much here, because
we'll pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah, there you go.
Good job, guys.
There you go. Hey, man, it was a win, man. It was a win. It was a win, because I will say, with the guest, I'll end it with this. With the guest that we had on for episode 2, we were originally going to record the weekend before, and this is, I mean, it'll not really a spoiler alert to who it is, but we'll just say they are a big Dodgers fan. And when we were going to record that episode, it was literally in Game 7
of the World Series.
Yeah, Game 7 of the World Series. Went to extra innings, and the Dodgers ended up winning. So that's why we banged out so many episodes this weekend, because we couldn't, we were like, dude, we can't ask somebody to do a podcast episode. And that's why, and they were awesome sports and good guests, man, good talkers. And that's what, I'll say this, because, and we have people on, and I know Daniel, shout out to Daniel the Warrior. He's been on a few times, and a lot of people will say they're nervous And we've done so many of these at this point, like of recordings that, you kind of forget that sometimes. And, uh, the people we had on, did great. And I just, it's always a thing. Like if you, I don't want to say like some people don't want to do it, but we're always easy going. So if we ever reach out and it's something you don't feel like doing, we never take it personal. So, but if people, we just like hearing stories and people that want to come on and do a good job, and people that are nervous
And meeting new people.
meeting new people. Exactly. And the person, that we had on last night that was nervous did an excellent job. We did. Yeah. So it's like, it's funny to even be nervous, because it's like, dude, it just comes natural to some people. And that was one of them.
That's it.
But brother, you
That's it.
enjoy this week off, man. And
Yes, sir.
happy, I guess I'll just wish you a happy early birthday now, because
Thank
by
you.
the next episode you'll be 2 years away from 40. I'll be welcoming you to the next decade, man. I'll be a few steps ahead of you by then, but yeah, enjoy, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. And we appreciate all you listeners. I mean, one reason why we're grinding it out right now and banging out 4 episodes in 1 week is, because of you guys. We wouldn't be doing it if you guys weren't listening. So we see the numbers. We know you guys are listening. Also, the Patreon members, of course, as well. Can't talk highly enough about you guys. You guys really help run this show. So thank you to everybody, the Discord chat, the Patreon members, all that good jazz. Find all that stuff in the episode notes of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this little one. Episode 174 is done, man. Peak season's right around the corner. So much stuff's right around the corner. I've said it, man. Yeah, we're just gearing up for everything right now. So everybody, stay safe out there. I'm Dave. Our co-host Luke. Guys, we'll see you all next week.
Later, everybody.